The Revolt of 1857 is also known as the Great Revolt of 1857 or the Sepoy Mutiny of 1857. The Sepoys of India, who were oppressed by the British for a long time, revolted. Under the leadership of Mangal Pandey on 29 March 1857, the Indian Sepoys marched to Delhi and made for the Nawab of Delhi, the Emperor of India. First World War, also known as the Great War, began in 1914 after the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria. This war was fought between the Allied powers and the Central powers. The main members of the Allied powers were France, Russia, and Britain. And this war officially ended between the Germany and the Allies with the signing of the Treaty of Versailles.
In 1915, Gandhiji returned to India and joined the Indian National Congress. He took leadership of Congress in 1920 and began agitating against the British.
The Champaran Satyagraha of 1917 was the first Satyagraha movement led by Gandhiji in India and is considered a historically important revolt in the Indian independence movement. It was a farmers' uprising that took place in Champaran district of Bihar, India during the British colonial period. Rowlatt Act passed in March 1919 by the Imperial Legislative Council. This act authorized the British government to arrest anybody suspected of terrorist activities. It also authorized the government to detain such people arrested for up to 2 years without trial.
In 1990, the tragic Jallianwala Bagh massacre took place in April 13. This event, in which Brigadier General Reginald E.H. Dyer ordered indiscriminate firing at a crowd, including women and children, killing hundreds of them, caused much resentment and anger among the people and led to non-cooperation movement.
The Khilafat movement was launched by Muslims in India to pursue the British government and rather not to abolish the Caliphate. The leaders of this Khilafat movement accepted the non-cooperation movement of Gandhiji and led a joint protest against the British. The Khilafat movement took to South Asia under the leadership of the Ali brothers, Maulana Muhammad Ali and Maulana Shaukat Ali.
In 1920, the non-cooperation movement was a significant phase of the Indian struggle for freedom. Protesters would refuse to buy British goods, adopt the use of local handicrafts, picket liquor shops, and tried to uphold the Indian values of honor and integrity.
The Chauri Chaura incident took place on 4th February 1922 at Chauri Chaura in the Gorakhpur district of the United Province in British India, that is the modern Uttar Pradesh. On that day, a large group of protesters participating in the non-cooperation movement clashed with the police, who opened fire. In retaliation, the demonstrators attacked and set fire to a police station, killing all of its occupants, and this incident led to the death of 3 civilians and 22 or 23 policemen. The Simon Commission arrived in British India in 1928 to study constitutional reform in Britain's largest and most important possession. It was opposed by Nehru, Gandhiji, Jinnah, the Muslim League and the Indian National Congress because it contained 7 members of the British Parliament but no Indians. The Salt March, also known as the Salt Satyagraha, Dandi March and the Dandi Satyagraha, was an act of non-violent civil disobedience in colonial India led by Mahatma Gandhi. After making the salt by evaporation at Dandi, Gandhiji continued southward along the coast, making salt and addressing meetings on the way. Purna Swaraj, or full independence for India, it was declared that 26 January 1930 would be celebrated as the Independence Day, when people were to take a pledge to struggle for complete independence. But the celebrations attracted very little attention, so Mahatma Gandhi had to find a way to relate this abstract idea of freedom to more concentrate issues of everyday life. The civil disobedience movement was started under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi in the year 1930. It was an important milestone in the history of Indian nationalism. The main ideology behind the civil disobedience movement was to defy the laws made by the British. The three main features of this movement were: peasants refused to pay revenue and chowkidari taxes. In many places, forest people violated forest laws, going into reserved forests to collect wood and graze cattle. Women participated in the movement on a large scale. After the failure of first Round Table Conference, efforts were made by the government to make an agreement that the Congress would attend the next Round Table Conference. The Viceroy, Lord Irwin, was authorized to hold talks with Mahatma Gandhi. Finally, Gandhi and Irwin made an agreement on 5th March 1931. This agreement is called Gandhi-Irwin Pact. The Government of India Act 1935 was passed by British Parliament in August 1935. With 321 sections and 10 schedules, this was the longest act passed by British Parliament so far and was later split into two parts like Government of India Act 1935 and Government of Burma Act 1935. The demand for constitutional reforms in India has been quite old. The Quit India movement was a movement started by Mahatma Gandhi on 8 August 1942 during the World War II, asking for an end to the British rule in India. The movement was started in a speech in Bombay where Mahatma Gandhi asked Indians to do or die. The Congress launched a protest asking the British to withdraw from India. However, the British imprisoned most of the Congress leadership within a day of the speech in an effort to suppress the movement. The British refused to grant independence until the war ended. The Cabinet Mission came to India aimed to discuss the transfer of powers from the British government to the Indian leadership, with the aim of preserving India's unity and granting its independence. Formulated at the initiative of Clement Attlee, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, the mission had Lord Patrick Lawrence, the Secretary of State for India, Sir Stafford Cripps, the President of the Board of Trade, and A.V. Alexander, the First Lord of the Admiralty. Lord Wavell, the Viceroy of India, did not participate in every step but was present, and it was divided into three groups, A, B and C clusters. On 15th August 1947, the day when the provisions of the Indian Independence Act 1947, which transferred legislative sovereignty to the Indian Constituent Assembly, came into effect. Independence coincided with the partition of India, in which British India was divided along religious lines into the dominions of India and Pakistan. The partition was accompanied by violent riots and mass casualties, and the displacement of nearly 15 million people due to religious violence. On 15th August 1947, the first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, raised the Indian national flag above the Lahore gate of the Red Fort in Delhi. On each subsequent Independence Day, the incumbent Prime Minister customarily raises the flag and gives an address to the nation. The entire event is broadcast by Doordarshan, India's national broadcaster, and usually begins with the Shehnai music of Ustad Bismillah Khan. This day reminds us of all the sacrifices that were made by our freedom fighters in order to set India free from British rule. 15th August is a national holiday, and the day is then celebrated with flag hoisting, parades and cultural events.